LDLC are a new team right now, and you can't really know what to expect from them, which is why you're seeing these crazy straps coming out. But 2 months from now, it's the same for Fnatic as well. Two months from now, once they've been more figured out, I wonder, are they going to be as strong as we're seeing them now? Are they going to be a bit less strong, or
Well,
what's the situation going to be?
It's a discussion you can really get in depth with, and I'd say that's something that I already did with Thorin and Semler.
I was going to say,
podcast.
that's a discussion for Thorin.
Dude, we spoke for about 3 or 4 hours specifically on the 3 new French teams. Like 3 or 4 hours, we were just talking about that. And so, but we're jumping into the game, so there's no time for those kinds of shenanigans, James. It's pissed around time here between LDLC and NIP. NIP starting off on CT's side, and you can see the movement there definitely towards Bananas to begin with. But where is the push going to end up? NIP with a little 3-men stack here on Banana. Is this going to actually yield a stop to the play here from LDLC? They are actually trying to get some more angles with some flashes and so on, but it might just be a play for, you know, some posture.
So who's Messiah?
Messiah's happy.
Okay. Good to know. So he gets the first kill. We've got Get Right and Shoxy going for the CZ. Get Right on 30 HP right now, and Shoxy on 27. It's kind of a mirror image on both teams.
The kind of the fake coming out, the pressure from MBK here. They're going to go for the snap on B very shortly. MBK making some noise. Here they go, going to snap into play towards B. Finally, been lying in wait for quite a while. The bomber, Shox, gets executed by Freiburg at range there. Freiburg going to just pump Kiyoshima's back full of bullets as well. Smith, he's got to do the job right now. He's got to go big or go home. MBK 1 versus 3 now in this pistol round. Trying to make his way in for a recovery on that bomb. This is looking incredibly difficult right now. Got to look just these 180 turns, just repeatedly. These 180 upon 180. MBK's got to just look everywhere. Oh, he catches Get Right. Just picks him out of the sky. He's going to try to hunt down Freiburg here. Gets the knife out, but no such luck. And LDLC are going to lose the first round.
It's unfortunate there for NBK. Good hold there from Nip.
Oh, yeah.
Not taking the bait all the way with the pistol shooting on mid. Sometimes all it takes to kind of do a fake is, I think sometimes when you're just like you've got one guy firing shots in the place where you're faking. Can sometimes be a bit too obvious. Although they did only have one guy on B, but sometimes what it takes is a few steps that well-positioned CTs will hear to kind of just throw them off guard and wonder where they should be placing their teammates.
We do have a man on quad. It's usually Fifler, and I think he's holding P90, so it's kind of a good position for this. I wonder if Smith is going to run into this P90 there. Yeah, Fifler just like looking into the corner there, trying not to show his weapon. Come on, let's see that Pro 90 do some work. He's just going to back away, just for now, just holding the line, just falling back together with his teammates. Exists as it doesn't really have much cover from, or any trade possibilities there, so has to fall back one little spot as well towards CT Arch, and in they come. There's one frag.
That's nice passive play from Nip. They do up against the Nico. They want to make it as hard as possible for LDLC, not only to get a kill, but to get a weapon if they do get a kill. So, and there's a kill from Kiyoshima, but again, the FAMAS is miles away. He's going to be very lucky if he manages to pick that up in this round. And the rotates coming in from the B bomb site here from Get Right and his teammate Freiburg.
And Get Right, if he gets too close, could get a bit hairy, but they're not even looking his way right now. And Get Right, oh, not quite going to get the second frag, but Freiburg is there. He's got this under lock, but it was a B play right at the end. They switched some players, or switched the bomb round and put it onto B, and it's going to be happy to take down Freiburg, though. He's going to get the bomb down. Not much health, but the job is already done here. They got 3 frags, the bomb's down. Anything else is a massive bonus, and Happy is going to die. But that bomb plant is huge for the economy of LDLC, and having made so many kills too, that's got to hurt for NIP.
Yeah, I mean, save for winning the entire round, getting the bomb down there was the priority, and they did get the bomb down, and that's an extra $800 for each person on their team, which is going to be critical here. And I'm wondering what this buy is here from... Okay, it's just a late buy. They've got 2 guys with FAMASs, and...
This is a buy because they did so much economic damage that they know that if they win this round, even though it's a weak buy for them, then they completely screw over NIP. So it's a play that Happy loves to call a lot. with this old team, and it looks like they are getting the frags right now, pushing in through that chaos on mid, and now it's just 2 players left from NIP. Wonderfully executed, fast-paced play from LDLC. Bomb goes down, NIP in loads of trouble right now. This economy pressure play is working out massively for LDLC.
So I believe NBK is the main caller for LDLC,
Yep.
but it seems they're doing a mix of strategies between NBK and and Happy, which is working out great so far. Because I was wondering what was going on there, but it's a very nice breakdown there from DDK. And Shoxy with 7 HP, still going for the headshots though, and takes down Freiberg in a 2v1.
Actually, I have a point about, because we ran into this discussion on the podcast, with the calling with Happy and MBK. MBK is like taking the lead for now, and it's kind of working, and it was just kind of like a tryout thing for them. But how it works is Happy kind of outside of the game kind of is like, okay, these are the kind of things that we should be calling, and they together they work as a team. But in the actual game, when it comes to making the shots, the shot calling, MBK takes the forefront. But Happy is really a massive support there.
And you've got Shoxy for the mid calls as well, like mid game.
Oh yeah,
calls.
yeah. Oh, definitely, yeah. We spoke in depth about that too. It's a Throne podcast, man. What don't you
Cannot
talk about?
stress how in depth it was, because it was very, very in depth.
Dude, that thing went on for hours. But LDLC, we can see the effect of that economic play now. And the thing is NIP are reacting to that. They're saying, we don't want to let you get the economic momentum. We know that's what you're playing for. And we know that your following buys aren't going to be that strong. Look at the grenades here for LDLC. They don't have that much in the way of grenades. They got a Galil going for them. One guy, MBK's on a pistol. So NIP are reading this really well. But it's like the reverse play. They got to do what LDLC just did.
Yeah, the CT's mostly lacking helmets here. Well, Fiflaren and Exist have some helmets, but it's a mixture of weapons on the LDLC side. Mainly 2 AKs at the moment, so won't matter as much as it might do.
Nice little smoke off there.
Yeah, so the Mag 7 from Get Right's not going to be recovered, and Fiflaren goes down in a bomb site, but they've still got somebody in pit at the moment, which is Forest with the Deeg, Pistol Master, the 2 headshots. Can he get a third?
Forest looking huge right now, looking for the third. Deeg, can he find it? There's 2 players left. The bomb is down on the site. There's plenty of time to find these shots here between Forest and Freiberg. Freiberg going to gun them both down. Smith's MBK going to fall, hit the dirt, and that's going to be NIP with their 6th save. Honestly, James, I was just going to make the point. I was like, are they going to lose this round? James is going to lose it. And I was going to make the point that it's a lot harder to do this as the CT side, because as the Ts with that kind of like weird buy, you can at least like outnumber the CTs, but with like conversely, you don't get to outnumber the Ts, so it's like way harder to deal with. But if you got Forest hitting Deegs like that, you are sorted.
Holy potatoes. Forest flipped that round on its head, single-handedly. Just the Juan Deegs were too strong, baby. Stop that round in its tracks, and this is going to be back and forward. We've got a force buy here from LDLC. Smithsy with no gun whatsoever, apart from that pistol that we're all familiar with, all too familiar with. Nice CT flash there, but Get Right not going to peek. Going to push the back the T's for a second, but I think we're going to see them force the issue here on the B bomb site.
Here we go, set play coming in there from LDLC, going into the B bomb site very hard, very fast. Where's that Molotov at though? Smith goes down. I don't think he actually threw the Molotov, and Get Right's locking this bomb site down. They can't quite seem to take him down. Finally he goes down, but the damage is way too high. Shocks though, last man standing, gets one. Won't get any more, but you always got to be careful when Shocks is the last man standing. Against Hellraisers, I think they got in a position like that against Hellraisers like a few times. Every single time Shocks did like a 1-on-3, 1-on-4. It was, I watched the demo back yesterday. It was ridiculous.
That was great timing there from Get Right. He exhausted his magazine and took cover, and then he came out perfectly as the other guy was jumping from pool onto barbecue. So it was difficult for him to take out Get Right. So he did great defense there. Not only holding the T's back from pushing the site, but also slaughtering them at the same time, leaving his teammates with a lot less to do than otherwise.
I really love how we've seen so much economy pressure in this game so far, as we do see LDLC trying to get some kind of grasp of apartments.
No fear from Forest. Doesn't move an inch.
But it reminds me of 1.6 a little bit, because 1.6 developed like that, like huge, like so many like Deagle armor plays, so many just plays of the Deagle, because they knew that they were in that game. There was so many ways to just keep pressure on the economy, and that's how the meta was, and it was so exciting. And it's great to see that teams are so aware of it now. Like the teams are really a lot better at figuring out the economy and making the calls based on it. And so 4-1 scoreline here for NIP, and LDLC, they're trying to find a pick, and of course, as you said, like Forest able to hold it down there in apartments, and can see the slumped corpse of Shox there in the apartments. Poor Shox. But it's just pistols for LDLC. What's their money like right now? All right, so after this, they'll be able to
Should be in the money after this round.
Yeah, they've lost
In some money.
2 in a row, I think they would have lost, so...
Oh, that was an awkward position there. Get right misses the close player, and Kishima might be able to get the bomb down here, which is going to be a great bonus if he doesn't get tagged.
No,
Denied. This with the save.
Definitely.
Fearless leader of the NIP side.
Yeah, so just enough money to buy. I think they had like 1,900 or 2,300 bucks there after that from the consecutive round loss bonus. So
yeah. All flashes,
they
all
planned it out. Look how well they planned it out. Very well done.
Yeah, full helmets as well, which will make a difference against those CT guns, which will need at least 2 shots to the head. A bunch of flashes and a bunch of smoke, so they have the option of a fast play with the flashes,
Bigger
or
mistake.
more delayed plays.
Or not. So they're going up mid, actually, and Fifrin could be in for some trouble soon, but there's actually a guy, it's Forest in bedroom right now. That can be... Teams are really good at like playing against bedroom now with like nades from the balcony, from below the balcony, from second mid. You can see all the wall bangs like that. This spot can get wall banged like crazy. There's loads of teams that throw Molotovs in there. They bounce it off the railings and stuff. So Forest could be in for some trouble here. But LDLC has slowed this down. They didn't even go in apartments. And MIT, they've got 4 positions here. Forest to take down Shox. They might be figuring out this B play very soon.
Yeah, it's excellent positioning there from Forest. Avoids all the wall banging as well. He's going to get the tag. It's not going to be NBK. Get right takes him down, and that's going to be a lot of information. You can see Exists rotating towards the B bomb site, but he's stopped in his tracks, and he's thinking, is this...
Yeah.
Are they going to go back to A? Very good decision making there from NIP. And with 30 seconds on the clock, it's going to be a very hard push here from LDLC. They're going to need fast picks, and Kishima's a fair bit back as well. So 25 seconds now, so it's not going to be easy for LDLC. We've got team counter flashes there on the NIP side. There's going to be 2 people on quad. Smithy does go down, and it is now a 2 versus 5, 1 versus 5.
Happy able to make 1 frag happen there. Happy gets the next kill as well. And Happy might just get this bomb down. Looks like he will be safe for that. Covered pretty effectively there. Just barely scraping by those bullets. Not quite connecting in time to stop that plant. So at least they're going to get the money, that extra 800 bucks all around. Happy hour there for LDLC. But these close rounds, and I mean, that was really well played by NIP. That round for LDLC was completely foiled by 1 smoke. Because they're like, all right, let's rush B. Oh, there's smoke. better rush. Let's rush A, guys. Oh, we're all dead. Because when you have 3 players too, and a lack of nades, how do you attack A? Like, it's so hard.
Yeah. When you have 30 seconds left on the clock and you're top mid.
The deep smoke on Banana. Sorry to interrupt you there.
Yeah, when you've got 30 seconds on the clock and you're top mid as a terrorist, it is very, very hard to breach the A bomb site and get the bomb down and then win the round, let alone get all that done. I mean, that's a pretty hard task. I think 8 out of 10 times you're probably not going to make it. So it's something to you know, there's a decision to be made there at that part of the round. Do you go for the economic damage versus the CTs?
Nice kill there,
despite it being an unfavorable position.
Shox as usual apartments push, not really working out for them. Now the LC actually still present on mid as well, and MIP kind of thinking about a B now as they're slowly drifting across 1 player there.
Who's going to get there first?
Should be usually Freiberg's the man at Banana.
If NBK sees where this smoke comes from, no dice.
So they should continue to play here on Banana. I can't help but feel. Just play it slow, wait for smoke, but just go through it with their own grenades, flash themselves blind. In they go. LDLC. Or actually, no, they're gonna go for the call back here, and they're gonna run into Get Right, who was flanking them. Get Right, just gunning them down. They do get the trade though, so 2 versus 3 now in favor of LDLC. But again, they're in this awkward position, getting gunned down from mid at long range. Forest has the goods on NBK. Here goes Happy around the corner. Can he get the kill? He does. He takes down Forest, and it's just Freiberg left who's on B. That kill secured the plant. That kill secured the difference because there's just 10 seconds left. And now LDLC are in with the chance in a 2-on-1, but Freiberg, he's done it before. Can the man of Banana deliver again? He makes his way forwards. Some Molotov down there. In the site. Still doesn't know exactly where the 2 players of LDLC are exactly, and just no choice but other than to go for it. And there you go, we're going to have a pause, guys, but 6-2, it's going to be LDLC taking a round. So we got a disconnect, it seems, from NIP. It's fifth round. Something I noticed in that round, James, which was really strange. At the start, we saw the long range smoke towards. It's a deep smoke for banana.
The CT smoke.
Yeah, from CD spawn, smokes banana. But then, and I was looking at the minimap, but Freiburg and the Exist were just like chilling, like in the B site. So they just didn't touch banana at all. They just sat, and even though they just they invested in the smoke. So maybe they messed up. Maybe the smoke was like a pixel off or something.
Well, sometimes the Ts can, if they have the right spawn, they can at least the first T can get through the smoke before it blooms. So you can push banana expecting it to be completely shut off and just get your head ripped off. I think it happened in a stream I watched yesterday, actually. So, it's still a risk for the CTs to push banana. So maybe they're just trying to it's mind games, The Ts, if they don't get there in time, then it makes them less likely to push the site.
Yeah.
If they do get there in time, then fair enough, So maybe they're just choosing to be overall more passive than aggressive.
This is actually something I really liked about Hellraisers. Like I did a round, because I'm creating these videos, kind of like the CSGO Pro plays, but for the FACEIT League matches, just taking cool rounds and just breaking them down a little bit and highlighting the cool stuff and what the teams are doing. And it was kind of like an episode where we had a focus on Hellraisers at the beginning and then a focus on LDLC towards the end. But what Hellraisers did so well was that they had Marklov, who was playing CT Arch, and he did the deep banana smoke for Adrenaline Angel, and he did it from Arch, which I hadn't seen before. I didn't actually know you could do it, and I actually experimented. I tried to do that, and I couldn't figure it out. So Marklov has a good say, and you can find it in that video, which should be going up on the FACEIT YouTube very soon. Either way, what they did was, after that smoke goes, Adrenaline Angel are on banana, and they're pushing it, and they both have smokes left, and they get the two Molotov coverage just behind that smoke, so that if there's anyone who's actually pushed through, like you said, they get burned alive. So they're all immediately running back, and I think it was Angel had really cool pop flashes. And then what happened, because they locked it down so hard, was LDLC had no option but to go for mid. And so Hellraisers had a really sick setup on A already with like 4 players. So it's like they completely planned out the entire round based off of their pressure, which I thought was super cool. And
is it Angel who has that flashbang for close logs?
The
logs near cars. So like even if you're standing right in front of logs, it kind of just lands right in front of you and flashes you.
Yeah, he's got some sick flash. I saw some like weird pop flashes where he like throws one and jumps, but he's like 2 meters from the wall or something, and it looks really weird, but it works. So I was really impressed.
Exist also has a smoke from CT spawn where, as you're going towards Arch, you stand next to the railing and you can throw smoke in front of cars. It kind of completely closes car off, so it's a more advantageous position for the CTs as well. And if you're standing right behind her, you might get naded, you might get shot in the head. I
love that smoke because it's super easy. Even I can pull it off every time without like trying to like, it's not finicky at all. It's very simple. So that's a nice one.
Yeah, and the CTs can easily re-smoke that as well twice, and it just makes it just gives them so much control over banana. It's crazy.
That's the ridiculous thing, right? That if you have 3 smokes, that's what, like 45 seconds more or less. And so that's a lot of time, and that's why LDLC were like in that round forced to just go back just go away, because otherwise they're sitting there. There's 2 players. They don't know. They can't know if there's 1 or 2 there, or even 3 there, because sometimes you can hide 3 behind the smoke and then push for a flank. That does happen rarely. So it's just that you just don't know. And that's the beauty of it.
Yeah, that last rotation, that late rotation from B to A was insane, that they actually made it there and got the bomb down and won the round as well. It's good they got their frag on banana, because there were like 25 seconds left. I was wondering if they would even have time to plant the bomb there, but they managed to do so. So props to them. Going to be a quick push up to mid here. Just be a counter flash from the CTs, and not going to be successful. Nobody down yet. NBK and Kiyoshima taking some damage at the moment. And pretty clean sheet here on the CT side. Exist with the auto sniper looking towards Apps and Arch.
I like this though, because they show some presence on mid. Exist cannot push up further because there's a smoke there, so they can't know if there's people close on mid. If LDLC is still waiting mid, NIP cannot know that, so they have to be very defensive. And obviously this increases like the rotation time as much as possible between getting the bomb down and the rotation getting there. And now LDLC hit the switch, they're going to go in, but the smoke's up on the site, and that's the tricky smoke where you plant inside the smoke. Very dirty stuff there from LDLC. Gets the bomb down. Perfect smoke on the blue truck. It's looking pretty good for the Frenchies, but they still got the problem of Get Right in the site right now, causing all kinds of pain and havoc right there in the back now. And if he can just survive, he is going to be the playmaker here for NIP to keep them alive in this round. And it's all falling apart because of Get Right. Happy's left over, does take down Get Right, but with 10 points of health and 3 Angry Swedes coming for his life. It's going to be tough to do. And he barely misses the planter. And there you go. NIP, thanks to Get Right, managed to take that down. I can't emphasize that enough.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, LDLC, they smoked off the entire front of the site, which requires 2 smokes. One you can throw from the tree near logs, which bounces off the fountain into the kind of the front half. And then there's another one you smoke that bounces off the coils and completely smokes off the front of site. Then you can plant in a few different places in the front of the site, which is what they did there. And then they went towards truck, which was also smoked off, and went round to ruins as well. But Get Right, he was alive on the site for such a long time and gave the CTs control of both sides of the smoke, which allowed him to retake the site and defuse the bomb there. So excellent play there from Get Right.
And it does seem like, so far, as we're in this anti-eco here for NIP, that MBK is kind of the banana man. Every single team, when they play this map on T side, they have their banana man. You know, it's Freiburg, it's Flusher. You know, it's these players that are very comfortable alone, and they get the burden of having to like push an area with no one to help them. But hello, what is happening right now? We've got some kills coming in from LDLC. MBK going to find himself a scar on the ground, just laying there, ready for him, and that's going to help a lot. 3 players there for NIP, and LDLC decide they want to slow it down.
We haven't seen NBK using the Krieg recently.
No.
He had a kind of a Krieg moment, but I haven't seen that for a while. I guess the first shot, but not the second one. Not enough armor to survive. Freiburg still holding down quad here. Takes that Shoxy, and it's going to be a 2 versus 3 for the T's. Just hanging around mid at the moment, trying to figure out what to do. Again, we've got 30 seconds left.
And if Happy saves this Scar, that's already a big result. That is like $5,000 if they want to go for the save, but he's going to take down Get Right, finish what MBK couldn't, and now they make the move in to the bomb site. Player very close though. It's going to be Forrest still locking it down. Happy to take him out, force the 1-on-1, and LDLC's chances in this round are alive. With 8 seconds left, the plant's going to go down. In comes Freiburg. Look at the pace on him right now. On top of the bomb, just as it's finished planting. And look at this, Happy, trying to dodge, trying to juke, but there's no escaping the Freiburg. And he's going to get the defuse, pushing NIP to that 8-round score. And that's going to also give them a lot of comfort too. I mean, it's just a comfortable 8 rounds already in the bag with, you know, like, what, 5 rounds left. Feels good. It feels good.
Yeah, I don't think the auto sniper is as useful for the T's as it is for the CTs, because the CTs obviously can hold an angle and just spray it even through smoke when the T's are trying to push. But on the flip side, you can only expect them to be facing kind of one CT at any one time with such a weapon. So its use, I think, on the T side is limited. But you know.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. The snipers on T side, I'm not a big fan, but it's like we're seeing LDLC. They're finally deciding to man up a little bit and stick a lot of presence on Banana as a team together at the start of the round. But NIP, they're playing it well. They're actually forcing them back. They're coming out their little holes, their hidey holes on the B site, and saying to LDLC that they cannot take over mid. They got this is by the way the classic nip smoke.
Yeah, this is the smoke we were talking about. That exist throws from CT spawn, and then the B players re-smoke it and re-smoke it. And look at the clock. 50 seconds remaining. Now they've run out of smoke, so they go back to a passive position, and they've still got the flashes in case the T's push for the counter flash, but it's going to be an A push here from LDLC. Nice
Molotov actually from Exist there. He kind of Molotov in front of Fiftherin. They do spot Fiftherin anyway, so unfortunately Fiftherin not going to benefit from that. Exist going to try to use the gap of the smoke though, and they are spraying him down through the smoke. Got to be careful because the lines are thinning out here for this A defensive from NIP. As Exist sits precariously, then Smith's going to take him down. 3 players left now for NIP.
20 seconds, and look where the bomb is. The bomb is miles away in the middle of mid. They haven't got control of pit, and Forrest takes down the bomb. They've got 10 seconds left here.
Oh, the more players getting taken down. Forrest going huge with the triple, looking for the quad kill, and oh, he gets it with the USP. Forrest, you're too good. And that is going to be the round, just single-handedly, just ripping them to pieces.
That snap with that pistol was inhuman.
It was godlike.
That was inhuman. I don't know what I just saw.
And they're going to need, LDLC are going to start needing some big plays coming out of their individual performance. You know, people like Shox, they're going to need that. Because right now, you know, that's something that often when everything goes pear-shaped, that's what they rely on. But when you're up against NIP have individual power for days.
Forrest is beasting right now. He's in Terminator mode, 18 and 4.
Oh, yeah.
He is carrying, well, he's beasting for his team, put it that way. This is, oh my god. Forrest is on A, push B.
And so they have a situation now where they've lost so many rounds in a row. They have a big money bonus from, and they can basically buy every round. It's kind of the thing that's really possible for them. So LDLC will be buying every round, I should think.
What's crazy is Forrest is playing Pit apps, and
Yep.
he's got 18 kills. Like, it's not normally, well, I mean, Pit is obviously a common place for defense, but if you're playing apps, it's not normally where you get the most kills on the team. But Forrest is just going absolutely huge, and the bomb has been,
Yep.
they're going to retreat, go back for it now, is NBK. And the rotate is half coming in from the CTs, but Freiburg just going to go back a bit indecisive because they haven't seen the bomb yet. There's no bomb on their radar because it was left in mid, so he's unsure as to whether to push, but it looks like they're going to fully commit to the A bomb site here. But what will LDLC do here?
They're looking for this push here, and the thing is, eventually time is going to be without them. They have to make the call now, whether to go back for B.
See, Freiburg still, yeah,
So
they haven't seen the bomb, so he's like,
yeah.
where's the bomb? Where the hell's the bomb?
It has to be A now because they've lost too much time. So NIP, they're going to know this is coming. Shock's always the man to come out of apartments. Is he going to make the frag? Get Right's got the position. Beautiful stuff there from NIP, covering each other pretty well. And it's 2-on-2, 1-on-2. Freiburg left over once again. Can he deliver? Here he comes in, swinging around from Library. There goes the fire. There's a little gap for him to creep through. 2 players in the site. He doesn't know just yet. Now he knows. And he's got to spray him down. MBK gets the kill. And that's going to be 3 rounds there for LDLC. James, you actually touched on a really interesting point about about Forrest's position that we talked about in the podcast as well.
Oh, wow. Well,
and
at
it's
this
a
point,
really cool point. Maybe I should make it after the game because it might be a bit lengthy. But
at this point, I don't know what you haven't talked about in that podcast.
I know, man. We've talked about
I
everything.
mean, world affairs, weather, everything.
everything.
Like, it's all being covered.
I'll write it down. We'll come back to that point later because it's interesting. But we've got this next round coming up here. And it is, of course, the eco situation for NIP. LDLC losing so many rounds in a row. And they always were doing damage. So when they finally won that one, they were able to actually force the eco. So many close rounds for LDLC. But players like Get Right for us coming out huge at the right moments. That really made the difference.
I just want to point out that Get Right had specific positioning on those coils to throw that flash for his teammate to peek there. But he got peeked by the terrorists beforehand. But, I mean, that's something, you know, download a demo from the FACEIT website if you can and have a look at that flash because that was something that CTs should add to their repertoire there, especially if you're going for aggressive peaks. But being on an eco, NIP want the information, which is why they're going for that flash, so they can rotate their CTs as necessary. Taking out one of the LDLC players, but looks like the bomb is going to be going towards the completely empty A site, and Exist may be able to pick up a weapon here. It's got the AK. Is he going to save it? Which makes sense, although he needs to pick a good position to hide, as he is in a 4v1 at the moment, and half the map has been closed down already. They're going to be looking for him, and there he is. Bullets to the head.
So LDLC, if they can pull this back to 6 rounds, you know, that's completely respectable. You know, it was
Well, it is
looking
the
really
T side,
bad.
isn't it? They're on the less favoured side of the map here, so they're not doing so bad so far.
They really want to try to get a couple more, though. I mean, there's no real room for mistakes at this point. If we look at NIP, they got a really weak buy, though, so not many nades either. So you might even expect some kind of aggression from NIP. They don't have to, but when they have so few nades, it really hurts their defensive potential. But we're seeing LDLC, they don't care. They're just going to go straight in there. Nice crossfire from Exist and fifth row in quad to the corner spot over there. And Exist with a nice little pop flash. Doesn't even need it, though. Not even looking at him. It's 2-on-3 now. Happy and Josh on the left. Forrest gunning him down, and Happy, last man standing against 2, Get Right and Freiburg. Wouldn't like to be in his shoes, and he will get taken out.
That's a great double peek there from the CTs. Make sure that if one of them goes down, the other one gets the trade kill. And also, going back a few rounds, it's worth pointing out the importance of denying the CT's information. When the bomb was dropped in mid, they hadn't seen it for the whole round, and you could see the uncertainty from Freiburg there in going between B and Arch. The NIP team had no idea where the bomb was, and subsequently had to stretch their team across 2 bomb sites. So, you know, for those of you playing in teams and playing in FACEIT Pugs, etc., that shows you why you keep the bomb out of sight.
Oh, look at this push from Forrest, man. They did not expect that, did they?
He's just a man full of confidence right now.
And Shots comes out of the apartments, his usual dwellings, I gotta say. He's always in there, and he does it pretty well. There's 2 men left for NIP now as they're looking at a 10-5 scoreline, unless they come out with something huge here from Freiburg. He is in a 1-on-4, so let's see if Freiburg's got the goods this time, sneaking around mid. Here's that bomb planted, listening for some steps. Boom!
Ooh.
Tap to the face. Freiburg goes down. 10-5 half there for LDLC. In the end, LAP in a great position for that CT half. I think they really showed. They showed the very classic things that we're used to from LAP. I think just great passive play, just really good map awareness, and great individual performance and team play.
So as you can see on the stream there, again, if you play on the FACEIT platform, FACEIT.com, you can win a chance to, well, you can win tickets to the LAN finals in Milan. Hotel, flights, everything. So get on there.
10th of October for the European one, and we got 26th of October for the NA one as well. So, guys, you got to get in on that. That's like a marathon. That's what the community night is about. It's about a marathon of awesome CS action. But this is for, it's usually for sick prizes, but this is like super sick prizes. Just, the flights to the LAN, I mean, same hotel as the players. That is awesome.
If we're not streaming, I'm going to be there gatekeeping these VIP tickets. So all of you guys looking to get these tickets, I'm going to be in there with the CZ hiding in the corner, taking your points. So look out for me.
James killing dreams.
Gatekeeper JZFB.
All right, so we move into the second half. Now we've got the switch of the sides. NIP on the terrace side.
I have a question
LDLC
for you. LDLC being a new team, being unpredictable because they're a new team, is the T side more favorable for their unpredictability, or is the CT side? Because obviously with the T side, they're always on the offensive, but on the CT side, we've seen how they've pushed on Dust 2, etc.
I would actually say the CT side is more favorable for them, because right now their T side it relies a bit more on individual performance than normal, because with the T side, you need like really good routine for the mid-round calls, because constantly you got to adapt. And we've seen that LDLC, their plan Bs never really work out too well. Getray's going to find himself a double there. And we've got Banana completely occupied by the Ninjas. They're going to fall back, it seems. Or are they? Kind of just playing it by ear at the moment. They know that they have the man advantage. They're looking to scout out exactly what site's going to be the one to hit. And they have chosen pretty well right now. They've got one guy at the back boxes here on B. Kyoshima goes down instantly to exist. Bomb goes down. Shocks with 5 health. Happy. I mean, he's got a kit and some armor and 100 health, but it's going to be tough. Shock's gone down before him. And nice little angle there. Thanks for that, James.
That was. I didn't even press anything. I didn't even know that happened. I think it just knew. I like the top-down views of the last guy dead on the canvas. So just went into JZFB mode there. So this is looking bad here for LDLC now. Looks like they've gone in for a force fight. NBK with the Mag 7. Let's see where he's going to take it. Often we see the Mag 7 in NAP. Sometimes we also see it played close on Banana as well. Yeah. He's going to opt for the apps. Mag 7, we'll see if he can take out Forest here.
An unwitting victim right there. It's going to be Forest.
Surprise!
Every bullet went into Forest right there.
Yeah.
That was
like Dokes and Dexter just came out of nowhere. He's like, surprise!
Gruesome.
But we'll see if one of his teammates can pick up that weapon.
Forest actually, he was alone there as well. He didn't have anyone.
Yeah, he was all alone,
near him.
Forever alone.
He's exiled, man.
Yeah, but again, you can see Paul's reaction here from NIP Gaming. They're being very passive. If Laren's going to be the guy staying behind, just making sure they don't get flanked, and then slowly coming up the rear as they push towards the B bomb site. And we've got both CTs playing from the CT side and nobody on the actual site. They're switching things around. Kyoshima going towards the site. Does have one flashbang, which he might throw into Paul, which allows both teammates to peek. We've got Happy rotating towards the coils. And Nib's still a bit uncertain at the moment. 25 seconds left, though, so this bomb doesn't have many places it can go. And I think we're going to see a committal here onto the B bomb site.
Yeah, it's coming up right now. They're just waiting for those smokes. And they didn't show the bomb, so LDLC can't know just yet. But now they should know in NIP Go. And they've only got pistols to defend with. This is going to be very tough. Freiburg opening up with the entry onto Kyoshima. Gunning down Happy as well. Wow. Nice action from MBK with the Swag 7 right there. But this is a lost cause at the moment. The bomb goes down. Shock's going to have to make his way through construction there. Getray's going to surely grab the kill and dismiss. There he goes down. And it's easy pickings there for NIP right at the end. LDLC,
now, did Force have an AK in apps?
Yes, he did.
Because NBK didn't pick it up. And then with 2 CTs left in that situation.
I thought he did, but if MBK didn't pick it up, surely he didn't then, because it was a free pickup. For
I wonder
him,
what.
so
Yeah, I wonder what weapon he had then, and if there's an argument for one of those CTs choosing to retrieve that rather than pushing the site to an uncertain death.
If there was like a terrible gunning for us, that actually justifies him going alone there.
Yeah.
So that for for information play, but here we have NIP making the picks up on Banana again.
MBK.
Oh no, he's
all about the shotguns today.
He's been making the money, man, making the
He's gone for big popper pump, but can he convert? Oh, he's gone for the jump but misses it. But his teammate does get the trade kill, and we could see the Nova picked up again here. It's not going to be Happy's day today, and it's 13-5 to Nip at the moment, and back to a bye for the CT side.
It's quite funny because MBK got like the mag kill before, so he actually had quite a boost on the money, enough that he could feasibly afford another shotgun, which is great. I love that, right? Yeah,
that's brilliant.
Shotguns for days.
The power of the Nova is it's a better long-range shotgun because it has a longer barrel as opposed to, say, a Sawn-Off or a Mag 7, which has a short barrel or no barrel, so it has a larger spread. If any of you didn't know the difference.
Oh my god,
yeah,
James,
I actually own a Nova, so...
You own a Nova? Oh
yeah,
my god.
28-inch barrel.
Damn. All right, well, let's see what NIP are able to do here. Well, Smith, he pushed and just got completely caught off there. I guess he pushed down.
Yeah, so this is the Rambo tactics we're talking about from LDLC, but it hasn't worked on this occasion. So, again, 2 months from now, I wonder what kind of team LDLC will be, because I don't know if it will be exactly what we're seeing today.
Yeah, I mean, still, MBK is the tryout caller. This is still a trial for him, and seeing how it goes. So far, it's been going well. Of course, LDLC got a lot of rounds to come back in this match here. Happy's waiting in bedroom. They saw MBK there already, and he fled the scene, so not expected was Happy in that position, man. But they gun him down.
All the sprays.
MBK got to make the trades here. He's got to get the return, and he's going to find one kill, looking for the next one. Get right. Going to deny him. And now it's just Kyoshima Shocks remaining. 1 to each bomb site. This is the impossible task here, surely. Ooh, Kyoshima. Look at Freiburg and Exist, 16 health combined.
20 seconds left, and the bomb is bottom mid. Shoxy gets kills here. Okay, are they going to have enough time to get the bomb down here?
It's the mad sprint here for Kyoshima.
Yeah, they've got more than enough time.
Kyoshima coming from the back here. He's going to find a man actually on second mid. And yeah, actually smoked off there, so this is going to be kind of hard to make the approach. Looks like he's actually going to go for the safe, as he just chills here in the apps.
Yeah. 3 versus 1. He's probably unaware of the HP on these players, but even so, he can expect a double peak, so it's still not as easy as you might think it would be. And I wonder if these players are going to see each other as they walk underneath. Exist, if he turns around, he could see his opposition above him. So what's the situation here now? I mean, it's 14-5 to the T side, and looking at the money on the, I mean, either they eco this round and then buy next round and go for overtime, or they force it, which looks like they're going to force on this particular round. But
yeah, I mean
can they play passive this round, or do they have to just like bum rush?
Well, they can do it many ways. You can make it pretty much anything work. But the thing is that everything has its degrees of risk, and there's ways to make things safe and so on and so forth. But for them right now, economy doesn't matter anymore. If they lose a round, NIP have 15. If they lose 2, NIP have 1. The economy doesn't mean anything anymore at this point here for both teams. Both teams will just be buying up every single round, and LDLC have to try to force those EKs out of NIP by winning consecutive rounds. It's the only thing that they can really do at this point, and they've got to make it happen now. And MBK not going to find much in the apartments just yet, and they're going to swing around to Boiler here. So very dynamic play from MBK, trying to make the best use of that Mag 7.
So the CTs, once again, they smoked the bottom of Banana at the beginning of the round. The Ts didn't push, but the CTs chose to play passive. Haven't re-smoked it, so Nip will be able to take more control gradually of the Banana area and give themselves 2 options as the clock ticks down once again. We've seen a lot of slow rounds in these first 2 maps today.
Yeah, we certainly have, and NIP, they are just playing it passively. They want to feel the desperation of LDLC right now. They want to feel that out. And we see Freiburg going for some grenades on Banana here, which is, of course, just to kind of fake them out a little bit, to delay the rotation from the B players. Because what's happening? NIP is going to hit A. So they need that delay to come in. In goes Fair for him through CD Arch. Is he going to find anyone? Anybody? No, he's not. MBK is going to find the end of Get Right's AK-47. And now it's looking pretty even at the moment. 2 apiece. Both teams, as we see all the trades go, and the bomb's going to get planted. 2-on-2 after plant situation. Smoke left. We don't have any smokes here for NIP. Great double peek there onto Kiyoshima. Wonderfully executed there from NIP, and you cannot fault them, man.
Yeah, I mean, the double peaks on both sides of this half have been excellent from NIP Gaming, backing each other up, making sure trade kills are in place in case one of their teams go down. I mean, they've just played really strong, and I think LDLC. Again, with more experience, they're a new lineup. So whereas the previous lineup, Titan, had been playing together for such a long time, they'll have an inkling as to what each other's going to do, etc., without having to say anything. Over time, again, 2 months from now, I think we'll see a very different LDLC, for better or worse. It's not a criticism of how they're playing now. It's just the nature of a new team. Once they gel and find their identity, 2 months down the line, they may be different to what you see today.
And I really like how right now NIP is playing. They're just, again, they're trying to exploit the desperation of LDLC. They know the money's bad for LDLC. They know that LDLC are going to be looking for some risky plays to try to even the playing field. But NIP, that's why they are relaxed right now. That's why they're passive, holding back. They're just playing it cool in case some kind of unorthodox push comes in. And it's not coming in because LDLC, they're trying to play it standard, which is actually a good response because NIP, expecting the crazy play, have the best setup to deal with it. So it's very smart that LDLC aren't doing anything crazy right now. Just trying to make good of what they have. And it's like they are pushing 3 on Banana or hanging around there.
Hey!
Bam! In the face! MBK, execution style and get right. Get wrecked. As NIP do get the bomb down. It's very shortly here. Oh, Smith, no! Behind you! Behind you, Smith, no! Forrest going to take him down. Got the cover on Library, going to take more players down. Kyoshima and then MBK left, but no, MBK, no, he's dead as well. So before I can even say their names, they're dying. And 16-5 final score there. LDLC get their asses